viewers, and welcome once again to another edition of your program called Talk to the Camera with me, Kona Sesay. Prior to the interviews, then what we be doing at the tree planting community and Gloucester village, we can work out today to the councillor where they in charge of them two communities and they for talk to them about some challenge them where the people be raised concern about. Hello, sir, and welcome to this interview. Mina Kona Sesay from Sierra Network Media House. Please introduce yourself.
Mina Councillor Zakaria Kanneh of Ward 395, Constituency 112. I cover Leicester, Gloucester, tree planting, part of Hill Station and Regent.
All right. So how long you don't take as councillor?
Thank you very much. I don't take this 15th of this month. They make me 3 years in office, and me first time.
Okay. Then we talk about some developments and we don't they take place ever since where you take up office.
Thank you very much. As far as me concerned as a councillor in this locality and being my first time into politics and being one of the youngest councillors in the country as a whole, since we took over, the first thing where I ever feel say I engage myself or based on the laws we required by we, now for engage with people, let them know we, and the first instance also know them problems when are the needs assessment. And I go tell you, say, from when me come and take up office and all the needs na the various localities just that development na a process, they happen now you want them. So waiting on they do all these years, the first thing I be don't acquaint myself. Then secondly, the needs assessment, I be don't categorize them. We look the number one thing they always tell you say the need, the number one priority in water, second become to road, number three become to health, four become to school when a secondary, and both junior and senior secondary, it's a challenge. We get, but you are not in a private school. We not get government assisted. So now a very big challenge. But we don't work towards that and see how we go improve on that particular aspect. Like me don't engage the council with me, they represent everybody in voice here too. I don't engage them. And then say don't they do frantic effort for ensure. And waiting on day, a day part of we financial year plan for 2021 and 2022 for let we get a school, state-of-the-art secondary school here, and also state-of-the-art market for this area. And as I talk to you now, like for the health system, we try for improve the one for so get, because if you don't get the facility, you don't improve on, and then you need other one. So the first thing we get now, we try for improve. As I talk to you now, then they try for tile and this one na Leicester and try for do that in them. Don't fix the water business. Let light today 24 hours. So all are now one for really day. Now as I talk to you, few days ago and even today, the doctor way attach here where they count temporal work instead they talk say the labor room small and need for expand them based on the growing population at the area. Then we come to the road. There are so many challenges, but thank God we don't see the light at the end of the tunnel. The first thing we interviewed me the last time, I remember we talk say we need people for Kano the road, and with aggressive, constructive advocacy, we don't see the road they do now. Just that the road no, this way they gonna no go side with the expect and what up. We now from Berry Street to Regent, but because of fund availability, government don't say them go do the one from Berry Street, can Leicester Junction where they on now. They don't start. So the second phase will be from Leicester Junction to Regent. But we serve for talk to people, and we serve for continually they advocate constructively to government for citizen with the people. Right. So now that.
All right. We don't go na the Leicester community, the tree planting community, I go say, and also the Gloucester village. We don't talk to the demand them where they didn't get for no few challenge where the people they face. Then we talk about the tree planting community for a start, yeah? The people where they complain for water we know they. How long it will get for take for make the people expect say they go get clean water for drink?
You see water business it get for do with nature. Okay. And we all understand say for let water in any locality, the first thing, if we not get proper tree planting or catchment areas and well preserved and maintained, water no go there. Na net here they count water. But we find out the online communities are now growing or emerging communities that we don't there. So waiting be done they happen during the past years. Even last week Saturday, I be on to Botany. for good see for myself how people struggle. They dig plenty water well then they pay 500 for get, and even the water for get and walk, the water dirty, not clean, so like even decide they go now Frabe college your own land now one day, and then they plan for conference, but the community of itself no get water. So always we don't know how they negotiate with the university. Let all hang get together and see that the community get water. As I talked to you also day before yesterday, we na be Monday, we be get a high power delegation from the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Water Resources. We all go na the catchment area. We go na the catchment area na Gloucester. We and the ministers and the staff of the administration. We go watch how the land really don't be degraded, people they build infrastructure, and the yield the way the water they produce before, and not they produce again. So don't look into that, and the recommendations they don't kind of go look into it and see how they go provide solution. And even the pump water way the people they get from the Guma, now the catchment area not there. So they will get the required water. But thankfully now it's going gradually better.
But how long do people get wait for see that development come that aspect there?
Well, waiting we don't do for temporal measure. This already done late, but we prepare the fund now for early next year. For let we see, then get well and then stream for let we improve on them. Then say go be a witness. We go get a community forum where the council we don't send the council water engineer. They don't go assess the situation. They don't write a report. Now for me the budget now and see how they go improve on the 2 wells away there in the stream. So then they go help for salvage the situation temporarily.
You as councillor for make you go get for nobody people them needs them. You get people where you get for pass too, and so then people in the way we will mention the demand them way for the among them people in the. So how you don't do for work hand in gloves with the demand them and the chairpersons them within them community then they for make you able for know directly from them within the people they need.
As you say, I made them say local government to get stratas. Maybe in a councillor, the law make provision inside the local government like that to forget 10 ward committee members. And then ward committee members, now them during ward committee meeting for carry report to we the challenges within any localities. And we too they discuss a ward committee meeting and we they take to the council. So now so they operate. The village heads by law they are the custodian of the community. Now then for tell we the history, the tradition of that particular community. Now that make we get the village head. And the other role now for assist the council and also assist the security sector. They all is about assisting. So if they're not willing that way or they not come down to earth for assist the council, it can be difficult on the side. So we all now for just play the supervisory role and ensure say the needs or request of the people will take away are necessary, to both international, local NGOs and to the government that we're responsible for take issues there. So now that now within. So like what they say, development I process. The issues they already I know them, but you know go for do they say to kick you one box, but a hand shot. So we inside a not like a way then can say give members of parliament say they give them some money, say this na community development money or whatever. We now that not they happen. We go advocate and you know so within at the council also now competition based. Not what you want at that community go can at that moment. So we they continually continue for advocate on behalf. Yeah.
All right. So as the councillor for then communities there, so where they standing, you go tell me what are the plans where you don't lay down for the people inside this year 2021 to 2022, and what will not be the challenge them where you don't face so far for see that you plans them become successful?
Well, we plan we made on the get one for let people take community ownership. Just like we rains don't begin cancel, the data don't begin per win. People all the time will call you say that person don't go block me, the drainage and they don't go do this. So you get to take it time how they react to them. A lot of issues and come up. So all we can do now for let people take community ownership in every development. Not to all to get for it for government. And I will tell you say there are few community or localities where don't they buy the idea that then say they pull your money them for do communal work, when a community work. They don't they do on road, on water, on health, on so many things. The officer now the even the health center or the tile now businessman donate tiles to me. Would they do wood? People they pull their money, buy sand, buy stone, buy cement, buy road. Now they own. Not to government, central government or neither local council they do them. So we actually will continue for advocates. And I make me, even the time we at the campaign to make people vote for me, for advocacy and development. My responsibility now for talk on their behalf in any circumstance, any shape or form, whether na parliament, whether na the council, whether na to international or local partners. Now for where I don't know the issue, bring a come forward to them and let them see how they go assist with, and that now make things that don't happen small.
Okay. According to you, your role here now for advocate for the people. Yeah. Let me talk about one very important sector we get for do with education business. You know, when we talk to people now, then communities here where we mentioned when the tree planting in Gloucester, they mention one thing within the face we get for do with the secondary school we're not there for them. You know, as person with the advocate for the people, what you don't do for see that speaking them now these communities, you know, get access to the free and quality education we President PO they provide.
We still gone with them. I remember day before yesterday when the Minister of Education be there. I think me and the other man be there together. And the Minister of Tertiary and Higher Education be there. And I want part of the things so put forward to him. Him be even say no, he not to area that in a Ministry of the Higher and Tertiary, not to in for secondary and primary. And I tell him say, well, we work as a team. So if we don't have this concern, and me I tell him plan we make fun. I tell him say, when Jacob be meet with God, he tell him say my problem will solve today. And for the fact today you are representing the president. So we don't there now. Go and tell the president, me the resolution now say, this now we need, and you didn't have the education sector. If you know to his side, you go tell the person in charge, say this now a dear need for the people. So you be looking to that. We already get one school with there, but it don't small for the people. When are the Chinese them be help with that school with there na cut right. But now if when they don't sit, the number of people who want go they not able because of their accommodation. But since the Chinese have been doing, we don't talk to them for see how then go come back and lift them building and they will play the building big back and they'll get more classrooms and they'll get new one. So it really difficult, but still it's try for advocates. It will take some time, but we believe it will happen obviously.
All right. So for every right or facility where somebody gets, there's a responsibility we need for play. Yeah. So what are your expectations from the people of these communities?
Well, the expectation, everybody expectation now for see that things happen. Then no matter how you can talk, that development people want to see. And we try on your little ways for ensure see development come. But at the same time, I can say, people no get respect for public properties. Okay. Then I one thing, if we government you don't pour money for do one or two things, you go see say people they take care of them. Then go use any kind of way. So now one thing I can tell is say community ownership very much important. Like one of the communities where we advocate for, we agitate, we defeat spend over $1 billion for make them water facility. Now the IMAT community, even surplus the water they go in other localities. So it's very much important that people take ownership. So even Gloucester, we don't get a project we become, but defeat say they're not going to do that project again because they don't lack of funding somehow. So but we still talk to them, see how they will help we out for them to do that project. But it's not really easy. So the expectation, let the people not all time like when people they see tangible things they happen, they tell you they want time. Like if you say you're not doing anything, not knowing that behind the scene you are really pushing on their behalf. Okay. You see, so that will continue in that direction.
Behind the scene, you are pushing on their behalf. Yeah. So finally, what will be your message to the people who you govern, telling them about being patient and wait till then see a solution come to them problems?
Me go continue for telling say development I will all get them. It not only me say we mean a cancel on a minimum. Then they will continue for telling that there are people who get opportunities out there, both national and international. They will all join hands together for the development kind of communities. With that, then when the community grow, the nation they grow as a whole. But without the community improvement, then the nation not improve at all. So me and your message now to them. And I also want to tell and say the disease way, the viral disease is still there around the corner. I see the rampage other countries. We thank God that it don't subside now. When at the corona epidemic where they around. So all for join and for Freetown in the midst where we the Freetown development kind of localities.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Viewers, Unasef don't listen to the councillor where they in charge of tree planting in Gloucester village as he don't make response to the challenge where the people them raise concern about, and you don't talk about the plans where he get for in people them inside the year 2021 to 2022. Moving the program country today, my name na Kona Sesay until we meet again to another edition of Talk to the Camera. Goodbye.